Have you ever wondered about the mysteries shrouded in the ancient dynasties of China? Let's pull back the curtains of time and cast our gaze upon the enigma that is the Xia dynasty. This dynasty holds a special place in the annals of Chinese history, recognized as the first in the nation's long and storied past. The Xia dynasty, pronounced as Shah, is like a puzzle waiting to be solved, a story yearning to be told. It's a dynasty that has fascinated historians and scholars alike, not merely because of its place in history, but due to the intriguing lack of archaeological evidence. Yes, you heard it right. The Xia dynasty, despite its significant position, is like a ghost ship sailing through the foggy waters of history, casting a long shadow but leaving no trace. The dynasty's very existence is a topic of debate among historians. It's like a mirage that appears and disappears, leaving us questioning, was it real or just an illusion? The Xia dynasty is considered a part of China's mythical period, often referred to as the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors. It is traditionally believed to have been founded by Yu the Great, who was renowned for his work in controlling the Great Flood. The Xia dynasty, according to ancient Chinese texts, lasted for almost 5 centuries, from 2100 BCE to 1600 BCE. It's a period known for its enigmatic rulers, fascinating stories, and intriguing myths. From tales of dragons and magic to accounts of great floods and heroic deeds, the Xia dynasty is a treasure trove of captivating narratives. As we embark on this journey into the heart of the Xia dynasty, we will attempt to unravel its mysteries and decode its secrets. We'll examine the myths, scrutinize the legends, and try to piece together the fragments of this elusive period in Chinese history. So, let's dive deep into the history of this mysterious and ancient dynasty. It all started with a great flood. Legend tells us of a time when chaos reigned, and the land was submerged under a torrential deluge. This was not just an ordinary overflow of rivers, but a catastrophic event that lasted for generations, causing unimaginable hardship and despair. In the midst of this chaos, a hero emerged. Yu the Great, a man of extraordinary resolve, was tasked with the insurmountable challenge of controlling the flood. Unlike his predecessors, who attempted to block the water's path, Yu chose a different approach. He sought to work with nature, not against it. Yu the Great observed the paths of the waters, understanding their movements and rhythms. He dug channels, guiding the floodwaters back to their source, the sea. This monumental task was not achieved overnight. It took Yu 13 long years of relentless effort, dedication, and sacrifice. Legend says that in those years, he passed by his home 3 times without entering, so singularly focused was he on his mission. The successful control of the Great Flood marked a turning point. From the chaos and despair emerged a new hope. Yu's wisdom and leadership not only saved the people from the flood, but also laid the groundwork for a more organized society. He established tribal alliances, set up administrative zones, and implemented a system of governance that enabled better coordination and cooperation among the people. These changes marked the birth of a civilization, the dawn of a new era. It was a time when people moved from merely surviving to building and creating. From this fertile ground, the seeds of the Xia dynasty were sown. Yu, the hero of the people, became their leader, their king. His reign was the beginning of a lineage that would rule for over 4 centuries, and thus the Xia dynasty was born out of chaos, a beacon of order and civilization. This was not just the story of a dynasty, but the story of a civilization's birth, a testament to human resilience in the face of adversity. Yu was no ordinary man, he was a hero, a leader, and the founder of the Xia dynasty. Let's delve into the life of this extraordinary figure, the man known as Yu the Great. Born to a noble lineage, Yu was the son of Gun, a man who had failed in his attempts to control the Great Flood that plagued China. But where his father failed, Yu succeeded, dedicating 13 long years of his life to the task. He didn't just build dikes and dams, he reshaped the very landscape, digging channels and canals to guide the water back to its source, the sea. It was a feat of such monumental scale and ingenuity that it earned him the respect and reverence of the people. And so, when the time came for the flame of leadership to pass, it was Yu who was chosen, not by lineage, but by virtue of his deeds. He became the founder of the Xia dynasty, the first recorded dynasty in Chinese history. His reign marked a significant transition from the tribal system to a more structured society, setting the stage for the dynastic rule that would shape China for centuries to come. But Yu's contributions to the Xia dynasty didn't stop at its establishment. He continued to consolidate its rule, creating a system of hereditary succession that ensured the Xia dynasty was not a fleeting moment in history, but a lasting legacy. He divided the kingdom into 9 provinces, each with its own governor, creating a centralized system of governance that was far ahead of its time. Yu the Great was not just a king. He was a visionary, a leader who saw beyond the confines of his time, setting the stage for a new era. He was a man who understood the power of unity, of a shared purpose, and of a common goal. His reign was not just about ruling, but about building, about creating something that would stand the test of time. Yu's legacy was not limited to his lifetime, but extended to his descendants who ruled the Xia dynasty. His story is a testament to the power of vision, of determination, and of leadership. And it serves as a reminder that greatness is not just about what we achieve, but about what we leave behind for generations to come. The Xia dynasty, a reign spanning centuries, was a time of great achievements and challenges. The Xia dynasty, often considered China's first dynasty, was a fascinating era that saw the birth of an organized state and the establishment of a hereditary system of rule. The Xia dynasty was a time of significant change, with the development of new technologies, the establishment of a legal system, and the growth of agriculture and trade. These advancements were instrumental in transforming a group of small, scattered tribes into a unified and powerful civilization. The reign of the Xia dynasty was marked by a series of notable achievements, which included the construction of the first cities, the creation of complex irrigation systems, and the development of a written language. These accomplishments are a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Xia people, who managed to thrive in a challenging environment. However, the Xia dynasty also faced a number of challenges. Frequent floods threatened their agricultural practices and forced them to innovate new methods of flood control. Internally, the dynasty grappled with issues of succession, as the power struggle within the royal family often led to periods of instability and conflict. Despite these challenges, the Xia dynasty was a time of remarkable resilience. The Xia people were able to adapt to their changing circumstances and continually sought ways to improve their lives. This spirit of innovation and perseverance is a hallmark of the Xia dynasty and is a key reason why it is remembered today. The Xia dynasty has left a lasting legacy on Chinese history. It was during this era that the foundations of Chinese civilization were laid, setting the stage for the rise of future dynasties. Despite its eventual decline, the Xia dynasty's significant contributions to Chinese culture and society cannot be overlooked. Despite the trials and tribulations, the Xia dynasty managed to lay the foundation for future Chinese civilizations. All good things must come to an end, and so did the Xia dynasty. The twilight of this ancient era was marked by a complex interplay of factors that gradually chipped away at the once formidable empire, leading to its eventual downfall. The Xia dynasty, China's first recorded dynasty, had thrived for over 4 centuries. Its decline, however, was not an overnight occurrence. It was a slow, gradual process that was instigated by a multitude of factors. The first signs of decay were evident in the latter part of the dynasty, when a series of weak and ineffective rulers ascended the throne. Their inability to uphold the principles of good governance, coupled with rampant corruption, led to widespread discontent among the populace. This discontent was further fueled by the increasing frequency of natural disasters that were believed to be divine punishments for the moral decay of the ruling class. Floods and droughts ravaged the land, leading to widespread famine and hardship among the people. The rulers, engrossed in their own decadence, failed to provide the necessary relief. As the dissatisfaction among the masses grew, so did the power of the chieftains of the Shang, a neighboring tribe. They capitalized on the Xia's weakness and steadily gained the support of the discontented populace. The final blow came with the ascension of Jie, the last Xia king, who was infamous for his cruelty and extravagance. His rule was the tipping point that drove the people to rise in rebellion under the leadership of the Shang chieftains. The Shang successfully overthrew the Xia, marking the end of the Xia dynasty and the beginning of the Shang dynasty. The transition was a significant turning point in the annals of Chinese history, marking the end of one era and the dawn of another. The Xia dynasty, despite its fall, left an indelible mark on Chinese history. Its downfall serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of misrule and the power of the people to usher in change when pushed to the brink. The Xia dynasty may have fallen, but its legacy lives on. Though the Xia dynasty has long since receded into the annals of history, its influence remains palpable. The Xia dynasty, as the first prehistoric dynasty of China, set the foundation for subsequent dynasties, and in many ways the entire Chinese civilization. The Xia dynasty's most lasting legacy is perhaps its system of governance. The Xia introduced the concept of hereditary rule, a system followed by subsequent Chinese dynasties for the next 3,000 years. Furthermore, the Xia's practice of assigning rulers based on merit rather than birthright was a revolutionary concept that resonates even today. The Xia also left an indelible mark on Chinese culture. The dynasty's myths and legends, particularly those concerning Yu the Great and his Herculean efforts to control the floods, have permeated Chinese folklore and literature. These tales continue to inspire and captivate, serving as a testament to the Xia's enduring cultural imprint. Moreover, the Xia dynasty's technological advancements, especially in bronze casting and pottery making, had a profound impact on the development of Chinese civilization. These technological strides paved the way for the Bronze Age, a period of significant cultural and technological growth in China. The Xia dynasty, despite its ancient origins, still holds a prominent place in Chinese history and collective memory. Its existence, shrouded in mystery and myth, captivates historians and scholars alike. It's a testament to the dynasty's far-reaching influence that despite the lack of concrete archaeological evidence, the Xia dynasty's existence is widely accepted in Chinese historical discourse. In the grand tapestry of Chinese history, the Xia dynasty represents the genesis, the starting point from which Chinese civilization emerged. It laid the groundwork for the political, cultural, and technological developments that would shape the future of China. The Xia dynasty, a dynasty shrouded in mystery, continues to fascinate us with its rich history and legacy. The Xia dynasty, a dynasty of legends, heroes, and a rich legacy. It's a tale that begins with the birth of a civilization that would go on to shape the course of Chinese history. The Xia dynasty, often considered the first dynasty in Chinese history, was established by the legendary Yu the Great, known for his remarkable feats in controlling floods. In the reign of Yu the Great, the dynasty was marked by his wise and benevolent rule, which was based on the principles of justice, righteousness, and humanity. His reign was a golden era, and his policies set the foundation for the Xia dynasty. He established a system of hereditary rule, which was a notable departure from the previous system of merit-based succession. However, every golden age must end, and so it was with the Xia dynasty. Over time, the dynasty declined, marred by corruption, decadence, and the abuse of power. The last ruler of the Xia dynasty, Jie, was a stark contrast to Yu the Great. His rule was characterized by extravagance and tyranny, leading to widespread discontent, and ultimately, the fall of the dynasty. Yet, the end of the Xia dynasty was not the end of its influence. The legacy of the Xia dynasty lived on, shaping the political, social, and cultural fabric of China. The Xia dynasty's contributions to Chinese culture, particularly its folklore and mythology, are still celebrated today. The Xia dynasty, although lost in the mists of time, continues to be a significant chapter in the grand narrative of Chinese history. It's a testament to the resilience and enduring impact of a civilization that, despite its decline, still reverberates throughout the annals of time. However, the Xia dynasty still holds many mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Despite all we've delved into, the Xia dynasty remains shrouded in enigma and intrigue, with many unanswered questions that continue to captivate researchers and history enthusiasts alike. One of the significant debates revolves around the very existence of the Xia dynasty. With no written records from the era, much of what we know is gleaned from later texts. This reliance on secondary sources has led some to question whether the Xia was a real historical dynasty or a mythical construct of later eras. Efforts are ongoing to find definitive archaeological evidence that can put this debate to rest. The nature of the Xia rule is another area of intense investigation. While it's often described as a hereditary system, some historians suggest it might have been a form of elected leadership, or even a loose confederation of tribes. These theories challenge our understanding of early Chinese political structures and shed light on the evolution of governance. Then there's the question of the Xia's downfall. We've talked about the Great Flood and the rise of the Shang dynasty, but the exact circumstances and timeline remain unclear. Did the Xia collapse under its own weight? Or was it overthrown in a violent revolution? And how did such a transition influence the course of Chinese history? And let's not forget the Xia's cultural legacy. We've touched on their contributions to bronze casting and agriculture, but what about their impact on language, religion, or social structures? These aspects of Xia culture are still largely unexplored, opening up vast avenues for future research. In the grand tapestry of history, the Xia dynasty is a tantalizingly elusive thread. Yet, each unanswered question is a beacon, drawing us deeper into the past, sparking our curiosity and fueling our quest for knowledge. The story of the Xia dynasty is far from over, as each new discovery brings us a step closer to unraveling its mysteries.